We are back again, everybody. We got another movie car build for you today. I am Benningfield. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoy this video, press that like button and follow me on Twitter at Benningfield01. It's a good way to keep in touch with me, and I always post whenever a live stream starts or a new video drops. Now, it is a movie car build today. This was a subscriber requested one, so big shout out to Milk Awesome. He wanted the Green Hornet car, Black Beauty. So if you'd like to pick up yourself one of these, I realize it's not a dead-on exact. This is the closest I personally, in my personal opinion, that we could have in GTA. So if you want to pick yourself up one, bring up your phone, go to the internet. I'm going to go into Benny's Original Motorworks. And you want to go into the stock and roll on down and pick up the Dundee Virgo. It's $165,000. Now, whenever that arrives at your garage, you can take it down to Benny's Original Motorworks, or you can go into your office garage workshop, because we will be doing the upgrade, so you have to take it to one of those two places. And we'll just hop straight into this. Once it arrives at your garage, you get it down there, you pull it up inside Benny's, whatever, wherever you're taking it. We'll stroll up in here now. I already had this car purchased, but you will have to do the upgrade fee. The upgrade fee on it will be $240,000, and once you got that done, we're going to focus strictly on the cosmetics. So the armor doesn't matter, your brakes doesn't matter. For the chassis, the aerials, you want none, so you don't want any like the little radio aerials on there. The wipers, you can leave that at none, because the secondary, I did secondary on it because I already had secondary, but we're doing pretty much the same color on it, so you can do with none or secondary. The tank doesn't really matter. You can leave it none, or you can add chrome underneath it if you really want to. Mine already had that on there from my first build I did with this. And for the chassis, you do not want the curb feelers, so leave it as stock chassis. And we'll hop out of that. And again, the engine doesn't matter, especially like the engine tunes, unless you're going to be popping the hood at a car show or something like that. I went ahead and chromed mine out. That is not necessary, just to have the Green Hornet look to it. And the air filter, same thing. For the exhaust though, you do want to do the chrome tip exhaust, because it puts them up underneath the car where you can't really see it. And on Black Beauty, it actually had a little hole coming out in front of the back tires for the exhaust. So that's probably, that'd be as close as you're going to get on that. So go with chrome tip exhaust. You definitely don't want explosives. For the grill, it had the horizontal slats in it, so you want to leave it stock grill. So just leave the stock grill on it. Horn doesn't matter, hydraulics, that doesn't matter. For the interior though, this is the main reason I went with the Benny's version, so you can get the green interior like they had. So you want to go with the trim and trim design. Now the stock trim, it did have like a vinyl-y looking interior, vinyl leather, whatever you want to call it. So the stock kind of looks a little closer as far as that aspect, but it did have it trimmed out in black, so I went with the luxury velour, because the rest of them just have designs in them. So you want to select that. It's your second choice. And for your trim color, you want to go to bright green. Get that, select up. Ornaments you don't need. For the dials, it doesn't matter which dials you use really. I just already had those on there. You can leave the stock or whatever you want. Steering wheels though, you do want to leave the stock steering wheel, because it did have a green steering wheel in it, and it's the only option that leaves the steering wheel itself green. And the column shifters, they have the grenade or the all-seeing eye if you want to keep it. If you want one that's green, or you can leave none. That's kind of all up to you too. The plaques, you definitely do not want a plaque, so leave that at none. And the ice, that's just the speakers, so that's all up to you. Light color though, you do want to go green in case you're in first person. It kind of blends in. Go with the bright green. And that'll be it for the interior. For your lights, headlights, I always do the xenon. I just personally think they look better. It's not absolutely necessary. And your neon kits, neon layout, you want to do front, back, and side. Get that selected up. And for your neon color, you want to go to lime green, because he had his headlights were green. I wish we had colored headlights in the game, but this gives you kind of that little glowing green look. For the livery, you do want to select none. I realize it's got some really good liveries on this thing, but you want to go with the none on the livery. For the plates, plate holders, I went with like the chain, just because it kind of helped blend in with like the grill look that it had. That's really not necessary. You can go with none. Vanity plate, You don't want none of that. Just leave that on none. And for your license, I do suggest going the yellow on black. Kind of blacks everything out so you don't have the little white square in there. Respray now. For your primary color, you want to go down to metallics. Select black. And then go to your pearlescent. For some reason the black puts a cast iron silver on it for this car, for me anyway it does. So you want to check your pearlescent and make sure that's on black too, so it gets as blacked out as possible. And your secondary color, you're going to go with the matte black. So we'll get that select. That's just the roof because it had like the vinyl looking roof on it, so you want like the matte color on that to kind of break up the texture a little bit. And for trim color, that just does the interior again. So again, make sure that's on bright green. You don't want to sell it. Transmission, it's up to you. Trunk just does the speaker stuff. That's completely cosmetic. That's up to you. The performance stuff, the turbo, that's not necessary. That's just your preference. For the wheels, though, you want to go into wheel type. I went with the SUV rims on this, actually. I think they give the closest look. Go into stock, and you want to select the iced out. So we get those selected up, back out, go to wheel color, and make sure they're black. So get the black wheels. For the tire design, you want to leave it stock. He didn't have lettering on the tire at all. Tire enhancements. As always, I suggest bulletproof tires if you're going to be driving it around, but again, for the look, that's not necessary. And for the tire smoke, I went with the green tire smoke. And we have the windows. It was all blacked out in the movie, so you want to go down to the limo tint, get them as dark as possible. And that'll be it for the Black Beauty. Now, again, was subscriber requested, so huge shout out to my man Milk Awesome. And this is Green Hornet's Black Beauty. You could go with the standard version and do pretty much the same cosmetic upgrades I did and not have the green interior, but I feel like if you really want the Green Hornet look, you have to have that green interior. But again, this was a movie car build. I am Benningfield, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please press that like button and follow me on Twitter at Benningfield01. I always post whenever a new video drops or a live stream starts, and it's a good way to keep in contact with me. And again, if you have a movie car build you'd like to see, I try to get to every one of them, so just put in the comments down below the movie car you'd like to see. You will be getting a shout out, as does everybody that suggests one that I get around to doing. And also you can send in the comments below if you want. If you follow me on Twitter, my DMs are open. You can message me through that or just message me through Twitter itself. That's completely fine. But yeah, appreciate all you guys coming out, and you guys stay tuned to the next video. Peace.